Hey guys, it's Charles Österlund here with Liquid Blue Cabarete in Cabarete, Dominican Republic. And if you've been watching our videos, you've seen that I made some reviews about the Eclipse harness, the brand new Kite board, and now what we're gonna talk about is what puts it all together, is the brand new F-ONE ADDIK TEC kite. And this kite for me is the go-to kite for when I wave ride. So as you know, I've been wingfoiling a lot lately, but I do like to play in the waves. I do like to kite surf still, but winging has been great as an overall sport, but kiteboarding is an amazing sport when the conditions are right. So I've been using now this ADDIK kite for a couple sessions, and overall, it's an amazing kite for wave riding. Responsive, great drift, some good low end, and it just does what it's supposed to do for when you're wave riding. You really want to be able to turn the kite in, depower it, turn the kite back, ride the wave, play with it. So riding the Kite Pro helps that, and riding this kite allows you to do that. If you saw the Bandit video of the Bandit TEC that I made a review for, I've also used that for kite wave riding, but to be honest, this is the best one for wave riding. It would take a little bit of getting used to if you're used to something that always has full power, because this does respond a little bit different, but it's in the air, it's super stable, and it's just a kite that for wave riding or foiling is a dream. So here, going back to it, I always like to show people that the system is super easy, right? You got your outer lines that has a very simple sort of 2-mode settings. When it's closer, it's more responsive, and when it's further out, a little bit less responsive, but the kite has a little bit more of like a power feel, let's say, to it. And here you can see with the low tension and the high tension, so you could either sacrifice some maneuverability for bar pressure or bar pressure for maneuverability. So another word of how I like to say it though is that it feels like it has less power, but it still does have power. But I always ride it, if I'm riding in the waves, I ride it up. In terms of the bridles here, let me just get this out real quick. So what's interesting with the bridles here is that, again, we got the new pulley from F-ONE, so it's really a solid pulley, but the lines are just a lot thinner, you know? So this is really a kite that's meant to be light and to be just sort of feel like it's not even there, in the sense that it just drifts and glides in the wind nicely because it's not bulky. So they really, when they made this whole kite, they made it in a way that is just efficient, let's say. So it just glides through the air and gives you that power, but then when you don't want that power, it sort of disappears. So let me just turn this around so I can show you a little bit more here. So this is the 10 meter. The TEC material, basically what it is an upgraded material. You can see that it feels nice and it seems just more durable, probably a bit lighter than traditional material. So that's a good thing. In terms of the panel layout, everything looks like it just makes sense. What I really like though here is that they upgraded the valves to other years. So this is just way more sturdy than it was before. And then of course you have your one inflate system that is just easier, just like every kite pretty much has nowadays. But them upgrading the valves, them upgrading the material and the shape, refining it, you know, a little bit more boxy, but just turns nicely, just made this a really good wave kite. And the look is super clean, you know, it's super nice in terms of just simple. So this kite paired up with this board and the harness is just excellent. I'm gonna be using the ADDIK now in Mauritius when I go this 2025. And I'm bringing my 8 meter and 10 meter to cover both ranges of lighter winds and super strong winds. And that for me is perfect. And then I pair this up with a 21 meter bar basically, so a little bit shorter than the standard, which is 24. And then I got my perfect wave riding setup. So if you're thinking about getting the ADDIK for kite foiling or wave riding, this is the go-to kite if that's what you do. If you're looking for something a little bit more overall, you like to play on a twin tip, you like to jump, you like to kite foil, you like to wave ride, then I would recommend doing the Bandit. I use the Bandit myself from time to time, but the ADDIK is the pure, let's say, wave riding and kite foiling kite in the F-ONE lineup. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions about, you know, like if it's not clear about which kite you should get, then you let me know and I will try to guide you and help you out. Me, like I said, the ADDIK, if you're a wave rider or kite foiler, if you're doing that plus other stuff, or you're not doing that at all, then just use the Bandit. And I would always go in the TEC version. The Bandit comes in 3 versions, while the Addick comes in 1, the Addick TEC. But the TEC version of the F-ONE lineup is the recommended one for me that I would recommend to you. And in terms of the bar, you get the SK99 bar, which is an upgraded version, upgraded lines to the original Lynx bar. And then you pair it up with your Eclipse and a Kiahi Pro or a Me2 Pro board, and you're set. So in any case, if you're thinking to visit Cabarete, if you're thinking to get into the sport, then make sure to hit us up. Maybe come down to Dominican Republic. Great place for the family, great place for solo travelers and couples. So you'll enjoy it. And like I said, right now we're in September. Conditions are nice. We're just starting out getting some more waves. We're gonna have wind still, so it's perfect for going surfing in the morning and then kite surfing or wingfoiling in the afternoon. So it's just a paradise. But in any case, guys, I'm gonna get out in the water right now. It's the golden hour, so it's perfect time. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like. If you want to subscribe. If you have any questions, reach out. All of our contact information is below, or if you just leave a comment, then we're gonna get back to you. I'll get back to you. And I'm gonna leave you with a view of Cabarete as I get ready. Have a great day. It's Charles Österlund with Liquid Blue Cabarete in Cabarete. Ciao.